Hey, what's going on, chess fanatics? Welcome to round 54 of the Rapid Chess Challenge, where we take 10-minute games in the pool and speed them up. Today we are paired against an opponent roughly similar rating, but we wind up in a commanding lead. Although we do run into some complications, you're going to have to watch to see how it pans out, but opportunities were squandered in some scenarios. I'll leave it at that. Alright, into the pool we go. Fire up a 10-minute game here. See who we get. I'm shocked, 1632 out of the Philippines. Okay, opens with e4. I'm gonna stick with the Caro-Kann, something I never played prior to this. Other than a long time ago, so. Want to take right now. Otherwise, white can develop a pretty crushing position in some lines, so let's see what our opponent plays here. Okay, develops the knight. This is a bit of an unorthodox setup. Might want to ask a question to the bishop here. So opponent and I have basically the same rating. He's 1632, I'm 1633. Okay, doubles up. So what is the best response here? Should we just develop the queen out and put pressure on d4? I'm assuming it'll just be takes, something to that effect. Or is there something else? You know what, let's not waste too much time. It is Saturday morning, we got ourselves a coffee. Okay, opponent castles. I think what we might do is just ask a question to that bishop. We can't really take though, even if we do, so maybe we... Let's see, what's going to be best? Just develop the rook. I would love to get rid of this bishop somehow, then just develop the knight and castle. Typically I would develop the knight out to e7 and then bring it over to f5. But for whatever reason, we chose to handle things slightly differently this time around, which seems to be a frequent occurrence. We might look to ultimately play bishop g4 here at some point in time. It's not really pinned to anything though, so it's not quite as strong. What if we just develop this out? Take. Okay, let's ask the bishop a question here. What does he want to do? Came all this way and retreats, so that is fair. Do we have any great moves? Okay, the thought behind that was, basically let's just trade something off. And let's get this knight developed and castle quickly before we run into any serious issues. We'll take. Develop out the knight. Okay, so we're kind of okay with this. We can always bring it back and take, or see if we can maybe provoke a weakening move like f3, which I don't think would be great in this scenario. Opponent may just look to trade off, not trade off there obviously, but potentially trade off on f3. Ooh. Okay. Now, how should we capture? I'm kind of tempted to, you know what, we always want to do ridiculous things. Why don't we just capture back with the knight? Okay, looking to block. That's okay. We'll come back. We will come back, we will castle, and then we'll look to develop the knight into f5 here. There we have it. Now if we get this move in, I mean, I don't think they're going to do anything too crazy, but this pawn is hanging right now. It's not hanging because we would lose. We would ultimately lose a knight in that sequence, but now it is hanging. Take, take, take. Still looking to come in here and block things off. Okay, so if takes, takes, takes. You know what, I think we'll... I mean, we'll have this pawn push. Takes, takes, takes. Okay, let's just go for it. Okay, we're taking with check here, which means that we should have this bishop potentially. Just make sure we're not losing anything crazy. Okay. We will take. We'll take this. Okay. We'll take this. I don't think I'm missing anything. Okay. So I think we're fine with that. We're gonna just come down here. And we should have a very good endgame. Okay. Alrighty. So what we will do is bring this over. Oh, that was obviously a huge mistake. My God. What were we thinking? I mean, with such a lead of pawns, do I just sack the queen? That's gotta be good, right? I think it's gotta be. Pretty intense endgame. Okay. Okay, so check, take, take, push with check, king over. Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh my gosh, how did I miss that? Oh, what a absolute fool. My gosh. Totally just, I mean, blew an absolutely one game at the start. I mean, we had to have had a pretty commanding lead, but my gosh. Guys, what an embarrassment. What an embarrassment. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna just resign. Unreal. We'll take a quick look at the analysis. I mean, I'm assuming we had a lead and then just absolutely blew it, but yeah, look at that. I mean, come on. 9 points? How did this happen? Wow. There we go. Okay. How should we have played this? Yeah, of course. Just trade down, bring the rook over, push a pawn and win. Whew. Unbelievable. Okay, we were let back into the game here for a second. Now, okay, I'm assuming that I would have had to do this, right? Yeah. Okay. I felt like we had something good there, but missed it. And then, yeah, gosh, you know, I had a chance. Once again, should have just pushed the pawn. There's nothing they could have done in that scenario. I mean, even if you trade, you're going to just be promoting. Yeah, I mean, quite the turn of events there. You know, we had a fully winning game and just let it slip through the fingers. Pretty hard to finish off a one game in some scenarios, especially for me. I don't know, seem to be just losing focus, but that's how it goes. So here we go, Saturday, 1625, the current rating. We got to start bringing things up. The target was to hit 1650 by game 60, but who knows if we'll be able to do it. It's gonna come down to the wire. All right, thanks a lot. Bye.